In the last video, we talked about Call of Duty 2023. We also had group of the LG TV that canceled one of their own. But today, we're gonna be losing brain cells together. How we all doing, stud muffins? We got Call of Duty drama. The Wokies are made once again. We got Final Fantasy. We got a ton of drama. But first news, we're gonna be losing brain cells together, okay? Hit that like button, subscribe if you're brand new. And if you do not enjoy, you can always dislike the video, okay? But check this out, guys. This bag... What if I told you this bag sold for $63,000? You're probably like, yeah, like people are retarded. Yep, that's facts. You guys are right. People are retarded. But let them be, right? Let them buy whatever they want to buy. It does not concern me. Let's take a step back real quick. This bag, this microscopic, I don't think you guys understand. This microscopic bag just sold for $63,750. Oh shit! You get that now? You understand now? One guy said, Cap, Shopify, don't lose it. What happens if I lose it? Bruh. What happens if I lose it this is peak human stupidity. We have reached a new high, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, let's congratulate mankind, all of the humans that we have on planet, we collectively as a whole, for reaching the next. I was not aware. I blame you for not letting me know about this. Why didn't you add me in this situation? I'm kind of mad about the fact, guys. I'm kind of upset. Why is there Final Fantasy 16 boycott? Explain. There was a boycott happening and I didn't know. Why people are boycotting Final Fantasy 16? Get ready for the plot twist, guys. It's actually pretty good. The issue some would be purchasers have with Final Fantasy 16 is its lack of diversity. Oh no! The vast majority of the game's characters are white. You don't say, right? However, this isn't an oversight on Square Enix part, but an intentional design decision. Now, if I remember correctly, this isn't even an issue. This isn't even an issue. These Wokies, these blue hair people, they want they them. I remember, like, even Hogwarts Legacy was getting boycotted. We all know how that boycott turned out. It even beat Call of Duty, ladies and gentlemen. Like, damn, like, bruh, damn. You know, I remember Last of Us on the PC, instead of having Joel, they ended up having Noel. Bruh. We all saw what happened to that. Like, bruh, we even had a trend Hogwarts Legacy. They had people from all walks of life. At this point, what y'all want? Final Fantasy video game set in medieval Europe, scourged for overwhelming whiteness. Shocking, right? Shocking. A video game reviewer slammed the latest installment of a Final Fantasy video game franchise for focusing too much on white medieval patriarchy. Guys, I don't want to do it, but hey, here we go, man. And I'm truly concerned that Rockstar Games is probably gonna nerf that Bruna. They're gonna change Lucia's gender. We're gonna be having they them running around. I'm also gonna identify. I'm no longer SKizzleX. I am SKizzleAxie. Oh shit! Susan, they damn. This is crazy. Like, this isn't even a goddamn issue. They're making it a goddamn issue. Does Final Fantasy 16 even want to be a video game?
Our young generation is clearly lost, man. Clearly lost, man. Like I don't even know what to say no more, man. Like.
But ladies and gentlemen, you know what they say, right? Boycott in video games, it doesn't work. Final Fantasy 16 breaks all-time PS5 sales record. That's what's happening, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my god.
People are shocked.
Oh my god.
Nobody knows what's happening. This is what they get. Final Fantasy 16, the latest RPG in the franchise, breaks an all-time PlayStation 5 sales record less than 2 weeks after launch. Ladies and gentlemen, clap it up. This is what we love to see, man. These Wokies have gone absolute nuts. They want to see them running around blue hair all the time. Like, come on, son. Like, we do not need diversity every single damn time. Like, not long ago, my generation is completely after, right? Like, not just a couple of years ago, we had Wonder Woman. Now we wonder, what is that woman? It's over, guys. It is over. But check this out, right? Call of Duty is in another drama. For people asking, where is the Izanami bundle? Activision renamed the bundle to Izzy. If you want to know why, spell the Izanami name backwards. Oh shit! Now, here's the thing. Obviously, I cannot say certain words on YouTube, but guys, I am, okay? I am. Okay, you can read that out. Come on now, guys. I cannot say that. German N-word. That's basically basically what they said. That's basically what they said. And people were like, yo, how dare you guys are doing it. You guys are doing it. And now they had to change the name to Izzy because people caught up. There is not a confirmed release date for this bundle, but rumors suggest that it's gonna be having next week, bro. Okay, here's my reaction, okay? Here's my reaction for you twats, for you suckers out here. It's, bruh, like that's the only thing they care about. They don't care about the content. They don't care about the maps. All what they care about is bundles. See how fast they change the name? And they're probably gonna be releasing it next week. Don't have the release date, but it's coming next week. I mean, damn, bro. Like, when is the new map coming out, right? And this is one of those things that a lot of you guys actually kind of called me out on, and rightfully so, because this is what happened. Everybody gather on. Okay, we need to have an emergency meeting. The most shocking part, and this happened during the FTC and Activision and Sony court talk yesterday, because you know what, FTC has cock-blocked the deal and they're trying to secure Call of Duty. That's what they're after right now. And yesterday we were talking about the gaming PCs, that it costs $2 grand, $3 grand. I know this was you guys yesterday, but I can explain. Trust me, I can explain. Guys, I'm in Canada. I was referring to Canadian dollars, Canada, and I was not referring to the pre-built PC. Obviously, when you pre-build the PC by yourself, it's gonna be a lot cheaper, and I agree, right? But most people do not build by themselves. That was the argument I was making, because these suckers were talking about that crap. Y'all know what I'm saying? The most shocking part of the entire court case so far was the fact that the US judge believes majority of the Call of Duty players owns a $1,500 gaming PC. And guess what? $1,500 in Canada, it's like $2 grand, bro. It is literally $2 grand. And I recently went ahead and I bought like a laptop, RTX 3080 i9. It's not the best, but it works, okay? It works, okay? It is at $3 grand. It's priced at $3 grand. Some of you suckers were saying that I can get it for 500. Bro, if we're gonna talk like this, I can go to China right now, okay? I can pull that card too. I can go to China right now. I can get it for 2 pennies. I can get it for 2 pennies, okay? Some of you suckers saying that you can buy the PC for 500, for 700. Bruh, tell me where so I can get it too. Here it's $3 grand. Luckily though, I bought it refurbished, so it is at $2 grand. But they were trying to make an argument that if you want to play the game at 1080p, 60 FPS, because consoles are having a tough time, games are having a tough time hitting 60. If you want to play 1080p ray tracing and 60 FPS, then it will be approximately $1,500, and that was the argument that they were trying to make. And the judge believes that everybody has $1,500 gaming PC, so that's why I was talking about it. But tell me where I can get it for $500, man. I want to get me some $500 PC. But check this out. You're probably did not see this coming, because once I read you the first part, you're probably gonna be like, bro is telling the obvious. And yep, man, I am gonna be telling you the obvious because they are telling us the obvious. But check this out, plot twist coming up. In the latest court filing in the FTC versus Microsoft case, Activision Blizzard confirms that Sony current Call of Duty deal ends in 2024. Right, this is a W for the Xbox out there, not so much for the Sony ponies. What this means in simple Sony ponies and Xbox terms, it means that after 2024, if this deal goes through, Call of Duty is not gonna be under Sony regime. That's basically what it's talking about. And yeah, this is the obvious. We've been known that for months now. We've been known that for a while. But however, here's the plot twist, ladies and gentlemen. Apparently, Call of Duty has a deal with PlayStation till 2024, but that does not include Call of Duty 2024. Yeah, it does not include Call of Duty 2024. It means that Call of Duty 2023 is gonna be under Sony regime, but Call of Duty 2024 is not gonna be under Sony regime. And that got a lot of people wilding out. People started like tearing each other apart. People selling popcorn for $1.50. Everybody's mad right now. Xbox doing helicopters with their release. It's fucking crazy, okay? But I know this is kind of bad news for the Sony ponies, but guys, good news for the Sony ponies. Let's get into it. You know, we need equilibrium here. Canada joins UK, US in blocking. UK, US, and blocking Microsoft Activision Blizzard buyout. Like, listen, I'm in Canada, and I'll tell you this, okay? These are facts. Canada don't know what they're doing. They simply follow US. In certain aspects, they don't. In most cases, they're like, we do not know what we're doing. Okay, you want to have diversity? Let's go diversity. Canada don't have the mind of its own. Canada is a sheep mentality. They follow everybody out there. Some people got mad in the comments, you know, damn lies. That's probably a Sony pony drop in a W. That's probably an Xbot. I don't even have, guys, I can do this all day, okay? Like, I've been in this gaming industry for a minute now, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's not false title at all. Deadline pass, it means nothing. Desperate Shony Pony Media added again, so the Xbots are going off right now. And then we have Paul Tassi trying to rile up the Sony ponies by saying, in the Microsoft Activision case, the FTC was defending Sony, not consumers. That got a ton of people mad. Microsoft is in a very unique position to be able to go spend Sony. Yeah, they literally did say that. I mean, damn, shocking, right? First world problems we have here. This is very much known. Like, Microsoft, they want to put Sony out of business. Those of you that do not know, apparently we heard directly from the FTC during the court that Microsoft want to buy literally everybody and put Sony out of business. We've been known that. Likewise for Sony, but Sony don't have the money to buy the studio, so this is why they make like smaller partnerships, which is way better than just buying the studios outright. Like, let's be real. But that's what Sony does for the most part, protecting consumers, including protecting Sony customers. You can see W for Paul. We got the Xbox shaking, we got the Sony ponies shaking out here. Everybody's going off right now. And one thing that I learned here is that Sony ponies and Xbox can never put their differences aside, but everybody, let's have another second emergency meeting here immediately. This is gonna make you think, folks. Closing arguments between Microsoft and the FTC lasted nearly 3 years yesterday. It's time to wake up, guys. Nearly 3 hours yesterday. And nearly every second of the debate was dedicated to Call of Duty. Guys, like, what are we doing here? What are we, simply put, like, within these 3 hours, they could have talked about making a brand new Call of Duty. Within these 3 hours, they could have hired like an indie dev. They could have hired like 2,000, 3,000 devs from Activision themselves. They could have made a brand new Call of Duty. They could have made a brand new Call of Duty. They could have hired new devs. They could have made a new Call of Duty within these 3 hours. Every goddamn second of the debate, obviously they're exaggerating, but they're trying to say here is that the only thing they were talking about was Call of Duty, and these are kind of facts. But however, to contradict real quick, during the FTC hearings, a Microsoft lawyer stated that the Elder Scrolls 6, which was mistakenly called Elder Scrolls 16, they called it 16 like it was Elder Scrolls 16. Let us have Elder Scrolls 6 first, okay? But they meant to say Elder Scrolls 6, called it 16, has a projected release of 2026. Keep in mind that Phil Spencer stated earlier during one of those hearings that Elder Scrolls 6 was likely more than 5 years away. So even during these court cases, even during these court cases, we do not know what's real and what's not real anymore. Even during these court cases, they're making mistakes. And the judge accidentally did talk about Call of Duty 2023 yesterday. Accidentally, right? Accident happens. We've been known that Call of Duty 2023. I mean, the leaks happen as well. We're hearing that we're gonna be having the same old remaster maps. I did not cover this previously, but we are hearing we're gonna be getting Terminal. Same old maps, guys. Like, I mean, damn, bro. Like, no originality. Call of Duty account seems to be acknowledging the fact that the judge just leaked 2023 game as a November release date, and Call of Duty ended up dropping this. That's like saying the grass is green, Lamau. Killer marketing move. And even Slushy, my EXE stopped working when I figured this out. Even Slushy knows. Like, damn, bro. Yeah. But the LG TV and the Nickmercs drama continues. Apparently, the homeboy got threatened. Click on this video on the screen. On the left, though, Swag ended up getting caught with his pants down. Check both of these videos out, and I will see you right there.